I had to do a video for all the fellow Yes fans out there. If you go over to Trevor Rabin's Wikipedia page and you go down to the section here, 1995 through present, and the fifth paragraph down, it states, on 9th of July 2010, Rabin performed with Yes for the first time in 6 years in Los Angeles. And then it goes on to talk about potential music collaborations among Rabin, Anderson, Wakeman, and Bruford. Can you imagine that? Something akin to the ABWH of the late 80s. I would absolutely love to see this and add in Tony Levin into this mix. I mean, wouldn't this just be outstanding? And shouldn't we start a darn petition to get this together? You know, with Yes the way it is now, and Chris is gone, and John's not singing with them, I'm concerned that I'm never again going to see anything resembling Yes, the Yes that I want to see ever again. Now, I'm a huge Yes fan. If we're going to separate Yes into two groups and call them prog Yes or pop Yes, I always enjoyed both. I discovered them in 1987 with Big Generator, and I have loved both incarnations tremendously. So the other complication here is Bruford came out several years ago and said he's done with live performances. He's not going to do them anymore, which would really stink. You know, and I also get that these guys are getting a little older now, and there may be physical complications. I know Neil Peart over in, however you pronounce his last name, over in Rush, complains about his hands after each performance. I totally get that. These things are bound to happen, but to have the five of them together, Rabin, Anderson, Wakeman, Bruford, and Tony Levin, I just think would be such a powerhouse of talent, and then it would work out really well. I'm a huge John Anderson fan, but most Yes fans know, or fans of his solo work know, that he tends to be the dominating factor in Yes very often when he's in the band, oftentimes dictating the direction of the music. That's just his personality type. But when he gets with Rabin, he seems to be a little bit more even-keeled about that, a little bit more balance. And again, couple that with Wakeman, and it's my understanding that after the Union tour, or as Wakeman would say, the Onion tour, that Rabin, Wakeman, and Bruford got along excellently and great. So all of these people would get together really well. I think I met Bill Bruford back in the early 90s, and I jokingly asked him, this was after ABWH and after Union, he was with King Crimson at the time, so it was around the early to mid-90s. If I said 80s, I meant 90s. And I asked him, when I got his autograph and picture, if there was any chance, I got him to sign the cover of Rolling Stone that was ABWH, and I said, is there any chance this could ever happen again? He responded without hesitation, absolutely not. And everybody laughed. If you know anything about Bruford, you know a sense of humor. But I also got the gist that he was kind of serious, that he did not want to be able to work. He didn't want to work in that combination again. And I just hope he was being silly and that that's not the case. I know he's spoken highly of all the other members, Anderson, Rabin, Wakeman, and he was the one who suggested Tony Levin be the bassist in ABWH. So, could we possibly see an ABWR? I just think that would be so often and awesome, and I think we need to start a petition or something and tell Bruford to get off his lazy ass and do this so we can all see an incarnation of Yes again that we really want to see.